so now that games 3 and 4 have happened, and of course game 5 of the OKC Indiana Pacers series is tonight, as of the day that this video comes out. But at the time of filming, the series is currently tied at 2-2, after what I think was a must-win game for OKC in game 4, and for a while, it looked as if the Pacers were going to be cruising to a finals win, and we were going to crown Tyrese Haliburton as a bona fide superstar, and Rick Carlisle was going to be known as one of the best coaches of all time, which once again, he probably is. But the Thunder said not so fast. SGA, as we saw, had an amazing fourth quarter, and the Thunder just stuck around for just long enough, almost as how the Pacers did it in game 1. This series from the start has been all about team basketball. And one point and one piece of credit I want to give the Pacers to, is that you could argue that the Thunder have the two best players in this series in SGA and Jalen Williams. Maybe there's an argument for Siakam or Haliburton in there, but yet the Pacers as a team are just so deep, so well coached, and their bench has been a key factor, of course, with keeping the pace of the game high and fast, and even taking it to another level at times with guys like Obi Toppin and TJ McConnell, and also Benedict Mathurin, who has a ton of potential. But of course, he's also very streaky at times. But I think if you give him a few years, he's going to be a top player in the league. On the OKC side, Chet Holmgren has been stepping it up big time. Although on defense, I can understand for the life of me why he doesn't force Haliburton to drive left, because every single time he goes by him with his right hand and finishes with his right hand. But that's a whole nother story. I digress. Also, of course, the finals experience of Alex Caruso as well as Pascal Siakam has been showing through big time, and we can totally see how it's been paying off for them on both sides. I currently do still give the Thunder the edge, although of course Monday's game could be a deciding factor, but I think no matter what, most likely the series is probably going to go 7, and OKC will be home for that, so I do give them a slight edge depending on what happens in game 5. But in spite of what the ratings say, overall the product on court has been really solid, and it's of course a ton of deep team basketball, just as I expected beforehand. It really is so interesting though, that following an era where you needed a big 3 in order to win, and the NBA Finals was always full of superstars, you only really have one legit superstar in Shai Gilgeous-Alexander in the series. But both teams just play so well together, and all the pieces for a winning team and a winning system are all present. So we might be entering a new era of NBA basketball, as of course other teams are going to try to replicate the success. And you're probably going to see teams start to move away from the whole Paul George, Embiid, Maxey, and Devin Booker, KD, and Bradley Beal, and you're actually going to see teams try to have all the pieces on offense and defense to work well together, as opposed to just throwing a bunch of superstars together and expecting it to work. So interesting stuff. Let me know your thoughts so far.